Hi everybody, I'm Mickey Dalton from the Immigration Agency, and today I'm making a quick video about the new changes that have come into play for the skilled migration program to Australia, namely the Skills Select system, which has been hotly anticipated and is finally here. So I guess for everybody it's a bit of a relief that they have actually been implemented so that we can finally know and start using this new system. Essentially, the skilled migration system with the Skills Select system has been implemented to streamline quite a few different visa subclasses. So I guess one of the good things about it is that the objective is to simplify the system for everybody to use, including migration agents like myself. So what are some of the good things about the Skills Select system, or the changes to the skilled migration system? First and foremost would probably be the fact that they've lowered the pass mark from 65 to 60, so that's a good thing. It means that a lot more people will be eligible to apply. And the other great thing about it also is that they have removed the mandatory work experience of 12 in the last 24 months of work experience. Particularly here in Ireland, a lot of people who are skilled workers, either skilled professionals or skilled tradespeople, have found that if they had been made redundant or lost their job, that they were finding it challenging or almost impossible to satisfy this 12 in the last 24 months recent work experience requirement. So that's been a great thing, and we've just seen that a lot more people, just with the changes happening over the weekend, because it's the 5th of July today, so we're 5 days into the new changes. We can already see such a marked increase in the amount of people that will be eligible to apply and who will be immigrating from Ireland to Australia. Some of the bad things about the new system, well, I guess because it's just so new at the moment, it's really hard to wrap your head around and wrap your mind around what the changes are. So, you kind of think, well, with the offshore visa categories, subclasses 175 and 176, oh, right now they're the subclass 189 and 190, and having to remember all of those sorts of things, particularly to do with the subclasses, can be confusing and complicated. But we have a lot of great information on our website, www.theimmigrationagency.com, and please also like our Facebook page, because we also post a lot of updates and some interesting things about Australia, whether it be articles about living and working in Australia, or just some fun items as well, because I think it's always good to learn things about Australia that aren't necessarily to do with living and working specifically, but just about culture, lifestyle, sports, for example. Now, with the Skills Select system as well, there's a new application procedural requirement, which is different from what was happening pre-1st of July 2012, and that's called the expression of interest process, which actually means that it's introduced another pre-application stage to the whole application process for a skilled visa. So if someone is wanting to apply for a visa, then first of all they'll need a skill assessment. That hasn't changed, that's always the first step. Secondly, they're going to have to arrange an English test. Everyone's talking about the IELTS test at the moment. I know it's a hot topic here in Ireland, because a lot of people are saying, why do we need to do the IELTS test? This is an English-speaking country and so forth. Well, according to the Australian government, with the migration program the way it is at the moment, it doesn't matter what nationality you are. If you need the English test because you need the points for to get the pass mark you need for the to be eligible to apply, then you just need to do the test. So it's just a case of getting used to the fact that you need to do the test, prepare for it, go in, do really, really well, set yourself up to then go on to do the expression of interest. Now, the expression of interest is like, I guess, basically what the words say. It's expressing your interest in immigrating to Australia, in lodging a skilled visa application. And so what's happening is that you do the expression of interest once you've got your positive skill assessment and your IELTS test result, and you go into a queue, and what happens then is that the Australian government then invites you to lodge a visa application. Now, because this is all very new, how quickly you'll get an invitation to apply will really depend on a couple of things. Number one is what your pass mark is. The higher the better, all right? Secondly is whether you're state sponsored. So it actually might mean that a lot of people will stay away from preparing and lodging a skilled independent visa when they know that state sponsorship might actually get them that invitation sooner than later. Once you have the invitation from the Australian government, then you go ahead and lodge the visa application itself. And depending on what it is, if it's an independent visa, the service standard at the moment for when it will be processed is up to 12 months. If it's state sponsored, the Australian government service standard is saying up to 6 months. So it will basically depend on the Australian government and whatever processing times that they can manage, but again, it's a case of time will tell. So we really have to wait and see, because it's still very much early days. And the final thing I wanted to mention was there has been an increase in the visa application charge. It's now $3,060 for the offshore categories. Your subclass 189 and 190, which would be applicable. Also the subclass 489, which would be applicable to people from overseas applying to immigrate. So that's the final thing. Stay tuned, because we are going to try to make more videos. As I said, please like our Facebook page, because we do post a lot of interesting and relevant information on there. And also, if you want more detailed information about the requirements themselves, please go to our website, www.theimmigrationagency.com. Thanks for watching, and all the best.